Namaste, it's Michelle Skaletski-Boyd, intuitive medium and best-selling author. I wanted to just give some thoughts about what's going on right now energetically. So we have a lot of changes, as many of you have felt. We are coming out of the shedding of the snake. Some of us continue to shed. It's not over yet, okay? We're close. We're coming out of that final stretch, as we say. And depending on what you've been going through, especially this past year, depends on how long, how intense, how overwhelming, right? And I personally have gone deep within, and then when I do submerge myself in this depth, I feel. And feeling is super, super important to be able to get into the heart and the root of what's going on in order for true transformation to take shape. What I've noticed is that people's ability to be able to go within, to intuit for themselves, to find their home base, when someone lets that go, when they let it slip, whereas before they could find it fairly quickly, now people are starting to lose sight of themselves. They're losing sight of their intuitive gifts. Why is this? I have a theory. The theory is that not only is technology creating for us, it's developing things that we would normally do with our imagination. Things like art, storytelling. We also have lost touch with the feminine energy because of these reasons. So the feminine is very tied in to intuition. And whether you like GPT chat or the idea of AI, it's not to be argued. However, what are you doing to keep your own creative juices, your creative energies flowing? What are you doing to make sure your feminine energy continues to be balanced? We work so hard as a society with the Me Too push, right? Taking back the feminine energy, stepping into the feminine, and now we're being challenged once again in terms of that energy with AI doing the imagination, the creativity, the dreaming for us. And though yes, it's easier, and yes, it's convenient, and yes, it can be even argued, which I myself do, where we can allow it to help us brainstorm and spitball some ideas so we can get even deeper within ourselves. If you're not using it as a tool in that way, and instead you're having it actually answer your own intuitive questions, you're going deep into it, you're having it come up with your own art, you're having it create your own song, you're having it develop poems for you without you adding anything to it. Let me tell you, you are giving away your power to something outside of yourself once again. So I caution you, if you feel like you've lost sight of yourself, as we're moving through those final phases of shedding, before we move into that fire, what the Chinese New Year calls that fire, that horse, that beautiful year where everything is going to be excelled, and whatever we are creating is going to take off and accelerate so much quicker. Notice what it is that you're doing within yourself, and whether or not you're going to be burning away and incinerating the very piece of who you are, your very feminine, your intuition. I caution you not to do this, simply because this is who you are. It is your higher self. It is your connection. So sing, dance, develop your own art, connect to yourself intuitively through your dreaming and through your poems, and mother yourself by feeling your feelings. Namaste, everybody. ETE equals enjoy the experience. Take care.